1979 was the year R&B split in two. Disco was fading, funk was evolving, and a new boogie groove was being born. Behind the big names, a wave of artists dropped timeless tracks that barely survived radio rotation. Some hit number one, others disappeared overnight, yet every beat still moves like it's brand new. These are 12 forgotten R&B gems from 1979 you need to hear again. 1. The Whispers, and the beat goes on. Recorded at Studio Masters in Los Angeles and released by Solar Records in December 1979, and the beat goes on became the Whispers' signature groove.
Still moving strong, on and on, the beat goes on.
A bridge between disco's glitter and the sleek precision of 1980s R&B. Produced by the legendary Leon Sylvers III, the track introduced that clean, synthesized bass line and rhythm guitar combo that would dominate the next decade. Its hypnotic pulse wasn't just dance floor gold, it defined the new boogie sound before the word existed. Unlike the high-gloss disco hits of the time, it carried subtle funk, tight harmonies, and a steady optimism. The song hit number 1 on the R&B chart and crossed to number 19 on Billboard's Hot 100. 4 decades later, its influence echoes in tracks by Daft Punk and Jamiroquai, proof that this 1979 jam still keeps the beat alive. 2. McFadden and Whitehead, Ain't No Stopping Us Now. When Philadelphia producers Gene McFadden and John Whitehead stepped from behind the console to record their own single, no one expected an anthem. Released in March 1979, on Philadelphia International Records, Ain't No Stopping Us Now turned into a movement.
We're putting our show together, we're polishing up our act.
Built on a swaggering bass line, driving hand claps, and gospel-inspired choruses, it was more than dance music. It was defiance set to rhythm. The duo had written hits for others, but this time, the message was personal. Breaking free from creative control and racial ceilings within the music industry. The track hit number 1 on the Billboard R&B chart and sold over 2 million copies. It became the unofficial soundtrack for Black pride and perseverance across late 70s America. Re-listening today, it's a reminder that optimism can sound like rebellion and groove like freedom. 3. Shalamar, The Second Time Around. Few songs captured late 70s cool like Shalamar's The Second Time Around. Released in October 1979 on Solar Records, it marked the group's breakout moment. A sleek, confident blend of funk bass, tight rhythm guitar, and glossy harmonies. Another hit produced by Leon Sylvers III, the track symbolized a shift toward the polished post-disco sound that would soon define R&B radio. What made it special wasn't just its groove, but its chemistry. Jody Watley's effortless vocals, Jeffrey Daniels' charismatic ad-libs, and Howard Hewitt's velvet tone worked together like a well-oiled trio. The song topped the R&B chart and hit number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, proving Shalamar could rival any pop act of the era. Listening now, it's the sound of disco learning how to breathe again, smooth, sharp, and timelessly replayable. But just as Shalamar perfected cool confidence, another group that same year turned dance floor escape into something almost spiritual. 4. Sister Sledge, Lost in Music.
I'll get a job some other time.
By 1979, Sister Sledge had already scored massive success with We Are Family. But it was Lost in Music that truly captured the magic of the era. Released in August 1979 and produced by Nile Rodgers and Bernard Edwards of Chic, the song wrapped existential escapism inside a disco-funk masterpiece. Its shimmering guitar riffs, crisp bass line, and Kathy Sledge's hypnotic lead created an atmosphere that felt more like a trance than a pop track. Lyrically, it celebrated surrendering to rhythm, not for fame, but for belonging.
Some people ask me, what are you gonna be?
While it only reached number 35 on the R&B chart, it became a cult favorite among DJs, influencing the house and dance scenes of the 80s and 90s. Revisit it now, and you'll hear the moment disco evolved into something deeper, not just music to dance to, but music to get lost in. 5. Patrice Rushen, Haven't You Heard? Before she was known for Forget-Me-Nots, Patrice Rushen dropped one of 1979's most sophisticated R&B gems. Released in September 1979 from her album Pizzazz on Elektra Records, Haven't You Heard fused jazz musicianship with dance floor rhythm, a rare blend at the time. Rushen wrote, produced, and arranged the track herself, layering bright horns, flowing strings, and an irresistible bass groove beneath her silky vocals. Unlike most disco records built for flash, this one felt effortless, elegant, and emotionally sincere. It reached number 7 on the R&B chart and became a quiet storm staple, setting the tone for the smoother sound that dominated early 80s radio. Listening today, it's easy to hear why Patrice became a pioneer. She proved R&B could be both intelligent and infectious, making Haven't You Heard an underrated masterpiece of its time. 6. Cheryl Lynn, Star Love. After lighting up the charts with Got to Be Real in 1978, Cheryl Lynn refused to fade into one-hit wonder territory. Her follow-up, Star Love, released in April 1979 under Columbia Records, was a high-energy explosion of disco soul precision. Clocking in at over 7 minutes on the album version, it's a masterclass in vocal stamina and arrangement. The track glows with punchy horns, swirling strings, and a cosmic rhythm section that feels tailor-made for roller rinks and mirror dance floors. Lynn's powerhouse vocals soar effortlessly, playful one moment, commanding the next, turning what could have been a filler track into an interstellar experience. Though it peaked modestly at number 11 on the R&B chart, Star Love endures as one of disco's most technically impressive performances. Revisit it, and you'll hear why Cheryl Lynn was never just another voice. She was pure kinetic energy. But after Cheryl Lynn took us to the stars, another duo turned heartbreak into one of the most timeless love songs of the decade. 7. Peaches and Herb, Reunited. Peaches and Herb released Reunited in February 1979 as a comeback song, and it worked better than anyone expected. After years of lineup changes and a hiatus, Herb fame teamed with Linda Green to craft one of the decade's most enduring duets. The track, from their album Too Hot, became a global phenomenon, topping both the Billboard Hot 100 and R&B charts.
Right through the telephone line.
Written by Freddie Perrin and Dino Ficaris, the same duo behind I Will Survive, it struck a perfect balance between romance and restraint. The melody was lush, the harmonies effortless, and the sentiment universal. Though Peaches and Herb never repeated that success, Reunited became the template for every R&B duet that followed. Revisit it, and you'll hear how two voices, perfectly paired, can still feel brand new. 8. Rufus and Chaka Khan. Do You Love What You Feel?
I've spent so many nights.
In December 1979, Rufus and Chaka Khan dropped Do You Love What You Feel? A track that proved funk could evolve without losing its soul. Produced by Quincy Jones for their album Master Jam, it showcased a slicker, tighter sound built for the new decade. The groove is irresistible, rubbery bass lines, horn stabs, and Chaka's voice cutting through like pure electricity. What makes this track special is how it balances precision with passion, every instrument locked in perfect rhythm, yet it still feels spontaneous and alive. The single hit #1 on the Billboard R&B chart and became a club favorite from New York to London. Listening today, it's clear this was the moment funk modernized itself. Do You Love What You Feel wasn't just a dance track. It was a declaration that R&B's next chapter had arrived. 9. Phyllis Hyman, You Know How to Love Me. When Phyllis Hyman released You Know How to Love Me in September 1979, she didn't just sing, she commanded. James Matoom and Reggie Lucas produced the track, which showcased a masterclass in late 70s sophistication. Featuring string arrangements, horn flourishes, and a groove that seamlessly blended disco and R&B elegance. Hyman's voice, rich, powerful, and emotionally controlled, made the song feel like both a love confession and a performance clinic. Though it peaked modestly at #6 on the R&B chart and missed the Pop Top 40, it became a quiet storm staple and an influence for countless divas after her. Re-listening now, it's impossible not to feel her authority. Every line carries grace and intention. You Know How to Love Me isn't just another R&B single from 1979. It's proof that technical perfection can still sound deeply human. After Phyllis Hyman's vocal showcase, the emotions proved groove and harmony could still shine in the new R&B era. 10. The Emotions. What's the Name of Your Love? Released in October 1979 on Columbia Records, What's the Name of Your Love marked a transitional moment for the Emotions, the sister trio best known for Best of My Love. Produced by Maurice White and arranged by Al McKay of Earth, Wind and Fire, the track traded their earlier sweetness for a funkier brass-driven confidence. The song's rhythm guitar sparkles, the horns pop, and the vocals glide in seamless layers, a perfect showcase of technical control and chemistry. Though it only reached #30 on the R&B chart, it's aged beautifully, showing the group adapting to the sleek modern sound emerging at the dawn of the 80s. Revisit it today, and you'll hear not just a catchy hook, but the craftsmanship of a band evolving in real time, smooth, playful, and still irresistibly danceable. 11. The Jones Girls. You Gonna Make Me Love Somebody Else. Philadelphia International Records was known for lush, sophisticated soul, and in April 1979, the Jones Girls delivered one of its crown jewels, You Gonna Make Me Love Somebody Else. Produced by the legendary Gamble and Huff, the track rapped heartbreak and elegance. Beneath its polished strings and steady funk bass lies quiet fury, a woman realizing she's had enough. Shirley Jones's lead vocal is calm but cutting, her tone a mix of strength and surrender, while her sisters add silky harmonies that turn tension into beauty. The single reached #5 on the R&B chart and became a signature of late 70s Philly soul before the label's decline. Listening now, you can feel the bridge between eras. that final glorious shimmer before R&B left the orchestra pit and stepped into the drum machine age. It's perfection in patience and poise. 12. Teddy Pendergrass, Turn Off the Lights.
Girl, I want to give you a special treat.
By mid-1979, no one embodied grown man R&B like Teddy Pendergrass. Released in May that year from his platinum-selling album Teddy, Turn Off the Lights was a masterclass in intimacy and restraint. Written by Gamble and Huff, the song built slowly, with gentle electric piano, muted drums, and Teddy's commanding baritone rising from a whisper to full seduction.
Something I want to do.
It wasn't disco, it wasn't funk, it was something smoother, more confident. The track climbed to number 2 on the Billboard R&B chart and became a cornerstone of the Quiet Storm era that would define the early 80s. What makes it timeless is control. Teddy never oversins. He lets silence, breath, and tone do the work.
Tonight I'm in sexy mood.
Revisit it today, and you'll understand how 1979 marked not just the end of disco, but the beginning of sophisticated R&B built for late-night listening.
Something that I want to do to you.
From the shimmering optimism of And the Beat Goes On to the velvet calm of Turn Off the Lights, 1979 proved R&B could reinvent itself without losing its soul. These songs mark the end of disco's glitter and the birth of modern groove, tender, technical, and timeless. Which one still moves you today? Drop your favorite in the comments, hit like, subscribe, and keep the rhythm alive by watching the next video on your screen.